Hi, and thank you for tuning in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. Continuing on with the Beatitudes today. Today we find ourselves in Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. It said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Peace, world peace. You know, there's a lot of peacemakers in our world, people that are going all out for good causes, trying to create unity in different communities or trying to eliminate hatred or problems or all sorts of things, people that are kind of on this mission for peace. So what really does this biblical context of a peacemaker mean? Well, I think it's important to differentiate between the world's version of peace and God's version of peace. You see, in this world, it's a beautiful thing to want peace. But full peace will never be accomplished in this world because of our sinful nature. Even when we gain ground in peace, so to speak, up that mountain, the sinful nature of this world will continuously fight against that peace and bring it right back down. The moment you see a victory over here, there's a failure over there, right? We're battling for peace inside even our own hearts and minds, let alone with our neighbor, our brother, our sister, our coworker. So what kind of peace does God offer? Good question. If we turn our Bibles over to John chapter 14, listen to what Jesus says. This is in red words in my Bible, which signifies that Jesus himself is talking. Listen to what Jesus himself says in John chapter 14, verse 27. He says, "Peace I leave with you." Now he's referring to when he's going to go to the cross and then rise from the dead and ascend to heaven. So he's literally talking about when I leave, I'm going to leave peace with you. Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." You see, Jesus is talking in this passage in John, and furthermore in Matthew as he's preaching and talking, he's talking about an eternal peace. You see, prior to Jesus, there was no way to have eternal peace with God. There was a drastic separation from God that could not be attained by anything in and of ourselves. And yet Jesus made it possible as the ultimate peacemaker. He didn't just come to make everyone feel good, right? He came to make a difference and to create an opportunity for you and for I to actually receive eternal peace, meaning that after we die and we go to eternity, that we have the opportunity to have peace with God. That's eternal peace. That's the kind of peacemaker that he's talking about. And he offers that to each of us, that we also can join forces with him as we put our faith in Jesus Christ, and we can actually be peacemakers, spreading the peace that only God offers in the world around us. Do you consider yourself a peacemaker? A peacemaker isn't someone who just brushes everything under the rug and tries to keep the peace in home, avoids conflict or issues, or a peacemaker isn't someone that says, let's address that right now. Sit down, face each other with chairs, and I'll stand here as a mediator and let's talk it through. All those things good, helpful at different times. I'm not talking about the world's kind of peace, though. As we just found in John, we're talking about eternal peace. People recognizing their need for a Savior and finding peace with God through the forgiveness of their sins. Are you a peacemaker? In other words, you could say, are you an evangelist? Do you share your faith with others? Are you living the Great Commission? Are you telling those around you? You see, our world is looking for peace. They think solving a problem over here or a conflict over there will give them peace, but it's a momentary peace. We as believers know an eternal peace. Are we being peacemakers and sharing the truth of Jesus Christ with those around us? Remember what Matthew says, Matthew 5, verse 9. "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Hey, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily dose for spiritual growth.